curbing unsafe sex among teens by providing free condoms in schools. Now, according to the CDC, 61% of high school students in the city have had sexual intercourse. 40% of those sexually active teens did not use a condom, and about 1/4 of new HIV infections in Philadelphia alone are among teenagers. Condom vending machines are being installed over Christmas break in that city in school nurses' offices in 22 Philadelphia high schools with the highest rates of STD infection. Don Schwartz is the deputy mayor for Health and Opportunity in Philadelphia, also the health commissioner for the city. He joins me now to talk more about the plan. Mr. Schwartz, good morning to you. Great to see you. One school nurse in your city has said, I can't imagine the parents of a 14-year-old being happy about this. I mean, are you seeing much objection from parents, and how concerned are you about that?
We're very concerned about parents and their understanding that condoms are an important part of general prevention. We also believe that parents need to be educating their kids and talking to their kids about appropriate sexual behaviors to assure that all of the young people in Philadelphia are prepared when they think about having sex for the first time. We believe that our role is to assure that as partners for parents, we provide what young people may need if they're going to act responsibly in terms of sexual behavior. Well, I understand that, but you talk about education, and I just want to throw out some numbers here, because 25%, as I mentioned, of new HIV infections in Philadelphia alone are teenagers. 15%, just 15% of Philadelphia students say they weren't taught about HIV or AIDS in school. Some might argue that maybe more education might be the answer, not condoms. We don't think it's one or the other. We think both are important. So we're both including education not only in schools but also through the internet, and we're providing condoms, as we've been doing now for more than a year, in a number of locations throughout the city for young people.
Let's talk a little bit about the program. Tell me a little bit about how it will work, because the part that I sort of took to was that they will be free to students unless parents sign a form to opt out. But I'm curious to know how you expect to be able to police something like that.
Well, the dispensers themselves are in nurses' offices in schools, and school nurses will have a list of young people whose parents have opted out or said that they cannot go into the nurse's office freely and take condoms.
Okay. And how encouraged are you that this is actually going to work? You know, you look at, for instance, Seattle, for example, in 1993, they made condoms available in 10 high schools through vending machines and baskets in school clinics. And a study actually published 6 years later showed that condom use not only didn't increase, it actually decreased. So how hopeful are you that this will be different in Philadelphia?
I think if you look at condoms as the only intervention, we're not going to see the right endpoint. So condoms are part of a larger intervention, both to raise awareness about safer sex and to provide, obviously, a tool if young people are interested in being safer in their sexual behavior. What you have to realize is that 10 years ago we had higher rates of condom use among young people than we do currently in Philadelphia. And at the same time, rates of sexually transmitted infection have gone up pretty dramatically in the city. So while we don't think that condoms are the full answer, we believe that they are part of the answer, and an important part of that answer that we, as part of the health department and the people who educate our children in schools, need to pay attention to.
Well, it's an interesting approach, and some people I know applaud you for it. I wish you the very best of luck.